So welcome to Men at the Movies, the YouTube channel. My name's Paul McDonald, and joining me talking about Men in Black is Britt Mooney. Hey man, there he is.
What's up?
And we've got a full episode of the podcast. You can check those out on the links below in the notes. But we wanted to talk about a specific clip from the movie that we didn't include in the podcast, so it's not on the full episode, but you should check out the full episode for sure, because we talk about the world is more than you know and about finding and training your replacement or being somebody's replacement. But so we're going to play the clip, and then Britt's going to break it down on the backside of it.
I can see your license and registration. I'd like to see your other license and registration.
All right, your resume is restricted to the Albion. It's my wife. She's well, look. Oh, all right. No big deal. Tell me when you're ready. And you handle it? What? Me? That's easy. Just check.
You sure
He knows what he's doing. He does it all the time. Let the man work. Okay. Yeah, man, just can't stop peeking.
We're meeting someone. Who you meeting?
What's the ship?
Ship. I didn't see a departure clearance for today. You didn't? No. Well, it's an emergency. Doing fine, Ace. What kind of emergency? What's the rush to get off the planet? You just don't like the neighborhood anymore. Some of the what? No, have you seen the crashers from last night? Oh man. Okay. Look. Oh man. Congratulations, Reg. Score. Hey, man. Nervous?
Actually,
Cute.
Anything about that seemed unusual. What would scare Reggie so bad that it risk a walk? And check the hot sheets.
Yeah. So what I love about that line is just the contrast between him telling him to go deliver a baby, basically, and an alien baby.
He's done it hundreds of times.
And so, but this is what God does, and this is what good leadership does. Okay. It puts you in situations you're not prepared for.
Yeah.
But here's what God does. God puts us in positions that we're not prepared for, but he believes in what he put inside of us. See, this is what God does. God actually believes in himself that he put inside of you. So he places us in positions where we think, I have no way to handle this, and forces us to rely upon him. And that's the discipline that he's trying to teach us. He's trying to teach us the discipline of relying upon him. But it's so funny in the movie because he's trying to talk to the guy while there's tentacles just smacking Will Smith around, and he's like screaming and crying and the whole time.
You're doing great, Ace.
and Jay is definitely living the rule number 1, don't freak out. Like he's just like calmly, but then he debriefs after it.
Right.
And his debrief isn't a freak out either. Like he doesn't even expect that he's going to freak out. It's just, this is normal. He treats what is abnormal in this world as normal. And that's what God does with us. Like it is abnormal to us in a certain sense, right? If we don't know about it, like I don't know, like get demons out of people and like heal people. Like, I'm just saying, like there's all sorts of supernatural things that people have experienced that in the kingdom are normal. In the kingdom, it's normal to cast out demons. It's normal to heal people that are sick. Like, this is normal because that's what the kingdom is. Demons don't exist in the kingdom. So that's normal in the kingdom. And so, but it's not normal to us. So we kind of freak out. Like but for Jay, who's been around it for, what was it? Like 30, 40, 50, I forget how many years, 40 years.
Okay. You mean
it was normal to him, but he then debriefs with Jay as if he's an equal. That's important. And as funny as the line is, because it is so funny. Anything about that seem unusual? Like,
and Jay's
delivering an
again, the show
baby.
don't tell aspect where he just looks, but I could have sworn there's a line in there, but there isn't. And he just looks. But the thing that I noticed was how he gives it to him Jay felt completely underwater, over his head. He's like, this whole thing is unusual to me. But Kay knew he could handle it. Kept looking. Yep. You're doing great. You're doing great. Awesome. he was never worried about what the outcome was going to be because he knew that he was fine. All you got to do is catch.
Don't we need leaders like that in our lives? Whether it's God or whether it's other people older than us, men or women, don't we need leaders who are like, you got this? And you feel like I
don't got this.
I don't got this. But we need leaders like that in our life. And the other part I like about the debrief is when he says that anything about that seem unusual to you, he wasn't talking about birthing an alien.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking about that. He was talking about the grander thing that was going on. Like, and Jesus does the same thing. They come back to Jesus and he's like, how did it go? They're like, demons obeyed us. And he goes, don't be proud of that. That's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is whether your name is written in the book of life. Like, there's something bigger going on. Yes, that's important, but there's something bigger going on. And he calls Jay into the bigger story by saying, isn't it weird that he'd be so afraid that he'd like risk this? And like, why is he doing this? Not like, didn't you just see there was an alien? There were tentacles. Like, he doesn't even talk about that. He's talking about he calls Jay to the bigger story. And we need leaders like that too, let's look at the bigger story, to
say here's what you need to notice. Here's what you need to know. This is the weird part of this. All that other stuff was fluff, but what's really going on again with this movie? There's more to it than meets the eye. There's more to it than it appears. Everything's more than it seems in this movie.
Yeah.
And so this has been Paul McDonald and Britt Mooney talking about a bonus feature add-on to our Men at the Movies podcast. Check it out. We share, subscribe, do all the things. And hope you join us next time here on Men at the Movies, the YouTube channel.